Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is the first time you are welcome. Please kindly subscribe and join the family. My regular subscribers, thank you guys so much. So on this video we'll be making these beautiful blazer suits. So let's get started. So guys, the first thing that we're going to do before cutting out our blazer jackets, our blazer suits, is to get our starting line, which is half an inch. So I'll mark half an inch and I'll connect it in a straight line. This is to get my neckline, which is my neck width is 3 inches and my neck depth is 2 inches. I'm gonna connect it like this. The next is to get my shoulder measurement divided by 2. And guys, remember to fold your fabric by 2. Yeah, so you'll be folding by 2 also. Coming down here by 1 inch, this should be our shoulder slope, and I'm going to connect it to the chest, to the neckline. So next is to get my chest line, and I'll connect it in a straight line like this. And I'm going to connect it to the armhole. So next is to divide my bust measurement divided by 4. So I'm going to connect this like this. So next is to get my bust points, my waistline, and the full length of my, and I'm going to connect the points like this. Connect the waistline. Next thing that I'm going to get is my nipple to nipple divided by 2, 4 inches. I'm going to mark 4 here. Now mark 4 here. And I'm going to connect the points in a straight line. So here to get my dart measurement, I'll be doing half inch on the both sides, half inch, half an inch. I'll label this chest line, bust points, waistline, and the full length. Like this, like this. Going to do is to start taking all my body measurements, my bust measurement divided by 4. So on the waistline divided by 4 plus this 1 inch for that and 1 inch for seam allowance, and my hip divided by 4 because there's no that plus 1 inch seam allowance, so, and that will be here. Now connect all those points. Thing is to go in by half an inch just to have a very nice shape at the back. So you're going to slant it all the way to the chest line. And see, the thing that we're going to do is to come up here on our shoulder. We'll be dividing our shoulder by 2. Shoulder divided by 2 like this. And we'll get the middle point. So from that middle point, you're going to connect it all the way to the chest line. So this is it for our back. I'm just going to cut out the body, but I'm not going to cut out every other part like the dart because I'm still making use of this back, and I'll show you the reason why I won't be cutting out cut it out. Up by becoming up by 1 because we want to have a very beautiful finishing. So I'm going to connect it like this. But this part is optional if you don't want it, but it's going to look more like suit once you do this, and it will come out nice. So this is it for the back panel. So we're going to set this aside and cut out the front now. So guys, to cut the back, the first thing I did is to go in like this by 5 inches, and I came down by 6 inches from here, as you can see. And here for my neck, I did 3 by 3 inches.
So guys, to cut the back, the first thing I did is to go in like this by 5 inches, and I came down by 6 inches from here, as you can see. And here for my neck, I did 3 by 3 inches. So next thing is to get my shoulder divided by 2. So next thing I did is to get my shoulder divided by 2. So here is where I'll be taking my measurement from, divided by 2, and I'll mark it here. And I'll be coming down by half an inch, and I'll connect it to the neckline.
So next thing is to get my chest line, my bust line, full length of my top. So I'm connecting all these points in a straight line. So I've connected the shoulder like this. So next thing I'm going to do is to get my dart measurement. Okay, 4 inches. I'll mark 4 inches here. And I'm going to connect it in a straight line like this. So we'll level this bust point, chest line, waist line, and the full length. I came down by half an inch. So we'll get our dart intake, half inch on the both side, half inch on the both sides. So I'm going to connect it. And we're going to connect this like this. This is basically everything we did at the front. Almost everything we did at the front. Okay, I'm going to take my body measurement. My bust divided by 4 plus 1 inch seam allowance. This divided by 4 plus this 1 inch for that and 1 inch seam allowance. Then my hip divided by 4 plus 1 inch seam allowance. So I'll connect the points like this. From here, I'm going to come out by 1 inch, which will be for my button. So I'll come down by 1 inch here. And I'm going to connect it in a straight line. Connect 1 inch all the way to the. I'm going to connect this. So this is it for my button allowance. The thing that I'm going to get is where my breakpoint is going to come from. So I'm going to use my waist measurement for it. So from this place, I'm going to connect it all the way to the neckline like this. So if you want your own to be here, it's fine. If you want your own here, anywhere you want, but I prefer to get it on my waist line. So I'm going to connect it in a straight line. Next I'm going to do is to come down by 1 inch. This 1 inch is how wide you want your lapel to be, how wide you want it to be. So you can do 1 inch, you can do half inch, you can do 1.5 depending on how you want yours to be. So 1 inch is perfectly okay for me. So from here now I'm going to connect this like this. So from here I'm going to connect it here. You can do straight, you can do curve depending on the one that you want. So I'm going to go with straight. So I'm going to connect this in a straight line. So this is not needed anymore. Next thing I'm going to do is to get my back, and I'm going to measure what my neckline like this. I'm going to curve it the way it is, and here I have 3.5 inches. So from this our neckline, I'm going to be coming up by 3.5 inches. Connect it in a straight line, please, in a straight line like this. So from here I'm going to come out by half an inch, and I'm going to connect it also to the neckline, so it will fit on the neck very well. It won't be slanting. So this is not important again. This is what you are working with. So from here I'm coming out by 3.5 inches. From here I'll mark 3.5. You can see the way I set my tape, it's not straight, it's kind of a curve. So I'm marking 3.5 inches here, and I'm going to connect it like this. You can see how it is, and here I'll be coming out by half an inch. So guys, pay attention to every half an inch that I am calling, because it's very important. So I'm going to connect it like this. This is to have that open effect at the lapel side. So here I'm going to now connect it to this 3.5 inches. I'm going to connect it like this in form of a curve. So guys, this is it. This is our collar, this is our lapel, and this is the body. So here I'll be coming up by 1 inch. Same thing, and I'm going to connect it like this. So this is basically all for this body. This is the front panel. So I'm going to cut this out. So guys, pay attention to the areas that I am cutting out, so you won't make a mistake. So we're cutting out the collar first. So this is it for the front. I'm going to connect it at the bust point in a straight line. This is it for our front, and so this is how it's going to be. our wrapper is going to fall in. So you see how it's looking. So this is it for the front, and this is it for the back. So I'll label this center back, side back. I'll label this one center front, side front. So now I'm going to cut out, open this up, and I'm going to cut out the darts now. So guys, this is it. This is it for our front. This is it for our back, our lapel, and our collar. So see, so this is basically all. So guys, if you haven't subscribed up to this very moment, please kindly give me a follow, subscribe to this channel, and join the family. My regular subscribers, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye now. Bye.